And one thing you said there is helping them understand themselves, and you have a lot of self-awareness. I've listened to loads of your podcast episodes, and you are just very aware of yourself and your behaviours and everything. Where do people start developing that self-awareness?
I think it's fear. I think every time we stop ourselves, there's fear underneath everything. There's fear underneath. I put makeup on today because I'm fearful that I need to look like a certain way. Even though it's not subconscious, I don't think I need to do that for that. Every single person's got an element of fear that's running their life in some type of way. And I do this because it makes me feel good, whatever, so that's okay. But when it's stopping you from moving forward in your life, it's when you've got to look at it. So for a man, my experience, it's the fear of being weak, the fear of bothering somebody with their problems, the fear of people not looking at them the same, maybe a woman not fancying them the same, or not seeing them as a man, or not seeing them as someone who can protect and provide and care for me. But for me, in my experience, it makes me so much more proud and like attracted even to somebody who opens up like that. I feel like it's such a strength, and I want to celebrate it massively. What was I keep going off the question? Sorry, what was the question? I want to harness it a bit more.
So self-awareness.
Self-awareness comes from fear and understanding what you're scared of in your life. I don't want to do that because I might get judged because of that, or I can't do that because I walk into a room and someone sees me doing that, and it's all that. And once we start looking at them, we can start looking at it. And when you're bothered by something, and this is a massive trick, if someone called me ugly, I don't think I'm ugly, I don't. So I'm like, whatever. But if someone might comment on my weight, because it's something I've struggled with in my life, it might bother me. So that's a key for me to know, as self-awareness goes. That bothers me. It's something I believe about myself. If it bothers you, you believe it. If it bothers you, you believe it. So that's where the work, I don't like saying the work because there's nothing to do, there's so much like the work, but that's where you start. If something's triggering you and bothering you, that's where you begin. And if you really look at it, then you'll know, and you'll go inside and go, that's my job to understand that, to not believe it no more, to change my belief system in a way, to therefore not be triggered by these things, because they could call me a million different things or say a million different things, and I'd only be triggered by certain ones.
Yeah, if you do that, make that connection though, how would you start? So if we think of practices like journaling and stuff like that, is there anything that you would recommend for someone to say, this is a great starting point?
I think talking. I think, going to speak to somebody. Like, I think we're not vocalising that enough. People think they use a counsellor as a last resort. They use a talking therapy as a very last resort. Like the house is on fire and they fell out with the girlfriend or the boyfriend, and the partner, and everything's gone like upside down. I think getting in there when it's naggly and speaking starts to give you space in your mind when you're not in trauma to be able to understand the why. And understanding the why is massively it's growth, isn't it? But I think taking responsibility as well. I think don't stop giving your power away. I used to go to the doctors and cry every day and be like, I need more tablets, I need more this, I need more that, and they'd throw them at me, and I'd only be a child as well. I was on 80 milligrams of Prozac at one point, which is horrendous. I don't take it on no more. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just proud of myself. And I was giving my power away, like, fix me, you fix me, it's your job. Like, I'm coming to you, even if I'm coming to you with my problems, fix me. But there's an element of looking at you in that. Why am I triggered by these things? What's going on for me? Why am I feeling like this? How do I feel about myself? I think one of the best things you can do is move in your body more. You're rising your dopamine, even if it's a walk. I mean, I'm not a big gym fanatic, clearly I love food so much, but I think I have to move in some way, in some capacity, even if I don't want to, like a medicine. That's going to raise your dopamine levels up, so then you can start to have a healthier mindset to look at your problems in your life. Speaking, I think, talk to people. Even if people don't want to listen to what you've got to say, they're not your people. They mightn't be bad people, they mightn't just understand, but they will be someone, and find someone who's like you. Like, I might have to find someone who's got ADHD and autism to go, I can't cope with this. One of my really good friends, I went to her the other day, and I went to her an issue that I couldn't go to all my other friends with, because I was like, I just feel too much, I feel things too much, and people are like, what do you mean? But she went, I know, I do as well, but it's a good thing, because when you really feel good, you feel really good, so hold on, because the good ones are coming. But I needed it to go, I know. And I'm not frustrated then, because I found her to talk about that with. But I do think talking more and moving more, I know it's like cliche and basic, but it is our job as well to stop blaming everyone else.
Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed that clip, click here to get the full episode, and don't forget to subscribe.